She took his hand and she led him along that golden beach. They drove for miles and miles on those twisting, turning roads. Higher and higher and higher they climbed. And those Hollywood nights, in those Hollywood hills, she was looking so.
It's time for the Sports Vault with Jersey Joe and Big Shot Rob.
Yeah, Joe. The Knicks are going to win the championship this year. They're going to beat the Heat.
Let me stop you right there, Rob. The Miami Heat will win the championship this year.
It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
The Madden cover winner in 2012 was Peyton Hillis.
Peyton who?
Running room to the ends. Peyton Hillis is loose. Sprint to the end zone. Touchdown.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have yet to win a game so far, Joe.
I think it's time to unleash Tim Tebow, Rob.
It definitely is.
Tebow looping to the left side. Tebow on the move. 10-yard line, 5-yard line. It's Tebow time.
Are you kidding me, Joe? Alex Rodriguez will make more than the entire Houston Astros roster this season?
I don't know what they're doing down there, Big Shot Rob.
That ball is high. That is far. It is good.
You can listen to the Sports Vault every Friday from 12:30 to 1:30 on WICR. Hello, Iona College. Welcome back to the Sports Vault. I hope you guys enjoyed our new intro. Very professional, and me and Rob had a lot of fun making it. Very excited. We got a big show today, a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's get right into it. Last week, the picks, I was 10-5, so I had a nice bounce back week. Overall this season, we're 40-24. So that's pretty good. We're picking the games very well for you guys, and we're going to get right into it with the analysis of last night's Bills-Browns game. Really unfortunate. Breaking news is just coming out that Brian Hoyer is out for the season. Him and E.J. Manuel got hurt in that game, and it's just really tough because Brian Hoyer, he really did play really well. Deserves a lot of credit for the way the Browns have been playing, and it's tough to see torn ACL, but Brandon Weeden hopefully can continue to improve, and hopefully the Browns can keep on improving on their season. E.J. Manuel, too. Me and Rob, we really like this kid. It shows you last night how much they struggle without him, how much how important he is to that team, and it's tough to see that too. But hopefully E.J. will be back soon. But Rob, the big news from yesterday: Josh Freeman released from the Bucs. Were you surprised by this move?
I was definitely surprised, Joe. He's a very important quarterback. I think they made a big mistake releasing him. They should still have him as their starter, but I think it's good for him because now he can go anywhere he wants.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was. It was a toxic relationship down there, and a lot of people have been speculating now that because of the way this was handled, that Greg Schiano's job is in jeopardy. Could you see him being gone in the near future if he doesn't get his act together?
Yeah, I could definitely see him being gone in the next couple weeks. If he continues losing, he's definitely out of there.
Yeah, I agree for sure. But that's the little recap right there, and we're going to get right into what you want to hear. We're going to do our NFL picks, and we're going to kick it right off with the St. Louis Rams at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is one of the easier games of the weekend. You can't really go wrong with the Rams at home. I haven't been too impressed with the Rams so far, but they're home, and they shouldn't have trouble beating the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't. There's a definitely easy game for the Rams. This Jaguars team is 0-4. Easy win for them.
All right, let's go on to the next game. You have the Tennessee Titans at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs still haven't lost a game yet. Jake Locker isn't going to be in this game. He's going to be out a few weeks, so Ryan Fitzpatrick's in. I expect the Titans to run the ball a lot, but the Chiefs' defense is very tough to run the ball against, so I think Kansas City should pick up a win on the road here.
Yeah, I would take the Chiefs too, Joe. The Titans, they don't have their steady quarterback, and this Chiefs defense just going to crush them. And Alex Smith, I think he's going to have a good game this week.
All right, the next one we have is the Baltimore Ravens going on the road to Miami. And I'm not really sure what to make of the Ravens. They've really struggled on the road so far this year. Had a nice win at home against Houston. Tough loss last week at Buffalo. I'm taking Miami in this game because they've played very well at home so far this year, Miami. And Baltimore just hasn't shown to me on the road that they can win.
Yeah, I would take Miami, Joe, for this game. Miami, they're playing at home. I think they've looked decent all this whole year. They had a tough loss the other day, but I think Ryan Tannehill's going to have a good game. This Ravens team really hasn't impressed me in the first couple weeks.
Agreed. The next game is a very good one. You have the Indianapolis Colts at home against the Seattle Seahawks. This is a tough game. Seattle had a huge comeback win against Houston last week on the road, but I think Seattle hasn't looked very sharp on the road to me. I like the way the Colts have played this year. I'm going to take the Colts in this one. I don't know. I think Seattle has struggled on the road, and I think that this will be a big statement win for the Colts, so I'm going to go with them in this one.
I'm going to go with Seattle for this one, Joe. I like the way Seattle's D is this year. They're one of the top defenses. I know Andrew Luck's been having a great year. He's looking like one of the top quarterbacks, the franchise right there. Russell Wilson has been struggling on the road, but I do think they'll come out with a victory.
All right, yeah, I could definitely see that game going a couple ways, but I'm going to go with the Colts. Rob's going with the Seahawks. The next one is the Green Bay Packers at home against the Detroit Lions. Packers are coming off a bye week last week. The Lions have been playing very good football. Big win against the Bears last week. I think it'll be a competitive game, but I think you give Aaron Rodgers a week to prepare, and you got to favor him. So the Packers being home, I think I'm going to go with them in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers too, Joe. Aaron Rodgers is back this week, coming off that bye week, and he's just going to be great. He looked great in these last couple games he's been playing, and he's definitely going to beat this Lions team.
All right, in the next one we have the Cincinnati Bengals at home against the Patriots. And the Bengals are one of those teams that I just can't figure out. I've seen them a couple times this year, and I don't know what to make of the Bengals. They've looked good at times. They've really struggled at times. Bad road loss to the Cleveland last week. I'm going to go with New England in this one. I think they keep getting better each week, the Patriots. You see Tom Brady starting to develop a chemistry with Kenbrell Tompkins, who looks very good. And I think that New England will pull one out on the road here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with New England too, Joe. I'm not going with the Bengals after that loss to the Browns. I like the Patriots because I think Tom Brady's working with all these pieces. He really doesn't have that big superstar on his team like what he had last year with Wes Welker, and now he has Rob Gronkowski coming back. I think this team's just going to work out great and get another victory, 5-0.
Agreed. In the following one, this is probably the toughest game of the week for me to pick. I really was torn going back and forth, but I ended up taking the Saints, and the Saints travel to Chicago. I don't know. It's going to be a tough game, but I really think the Saints are hot right now, so I'm going to go with them.
I'm going to go with the Bears for this one, Joe. And my reason for going with the Bears is because Drew Brees 0-4 in Chicago in this cold weather. And I think the Bears' defense could shut him down, especially in this cold environment. Drew Brees, yes, he's been having a great year, but I think the Bears will beat him.
Solid reasoning by Rob. I could definitely see that one going anyway, so I'll definitely keep my eye on that one. The next one is the Arizona Cardinals at home against the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers had a bye week last week, so I think that hopefully that'll give them some time to correct some of the things they need to work on. Arizona's played very well at home. I wouldn't underestimate the Cardinals. They're a pretty much better team, and I like the way they played at home, but I think that Cam Newton, you give them a week to prepare, that they're going to iron things out, and I'm going to go with the Panthers in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers too, Joe. Although the Arizona Cardinals have looked a little bit decent, I'm not impressed with Carson Palmer. He's still throwing interceptions like crazy. And this Panthers team is coming off a nice bye week. Cam Newton really has matured up this year, and D'Angelo Williams has been playing great, and I think this Panthers team will win.
All right, agreed on that one. The next one is a pretty good game. You have the Denver Broncos, who are red hot, arguably the best team in the NFL right now, going to play the Cowboys. And the weird thing is the Cowboys, in the last couple years, they've played much better on the road than they have at home. But they've looked much better at home than they have on the road this year. So I think they're going to be up for this game, but I'm going to go with Denver. That Dallas defense has just really looked bad this year. They really can't stop anybody, and Denver's offense is just clicking at every level, and I think that they should come away with a win.
Yeah, Denver definitely for this game, Joe. Denver has been scoring over 40 points a game, and Dallas has one of the worst defenses in the league since they lost Rob Ryan, so I think Peyton Manning will definitely torch this team apart.
All right, and then the next one we have, the Sunday night game, is the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. Pretty good matchup. The Texans really been struggling as of late. The 49ers picked up a little momentum last week with their win against the Rams. I'm going to go with the 49ers being the home team. I just am not. I think Matt Schaub, something's going on, and he's just not playing great right now. San Francisco being the home team, they should come away with the win here.
Yeah, Joe, for this game, this one's really tough because Matt Schaub has not been playing good. Colin Kaepernick still hasn't impressed me, really. So I think this game's going to fall on defense and home field advantage. So I'm going to go with the 49ers overall.
Solid reasoning. And then we have, thankfully, it's going to be a great Sunday. I mean, we got this game, and then the Raiders game got moved to 11 o'clock for us in the Eastern time because of the Oakland Athletics. So we get 2 football games at night, so pretty good. The Chargers take on the Raiders. Phillip Rivers has looked fantastic. He's playing at an extremely high level right now. Terrell Pryor looks like he'll be back, so I think it'll be more competitive than people think. But Phillip Rivers has just been playing too good right now for me to pick against the Chargers, and I'm going to go with them in this game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers too, Joe. Phillip Rivers has been one of the most accurate quarterbacks so far right now in the NFL. Should get an easy win because the Raiders, they've been struggling, and Terrell Pryor's coming back from this concussion, and you don't know how he's going to come back, if he's going to come back playing the way he was, or if he's going to be a little bit off in this week.
Yeah, I agree. The next one is we're going to move to our New York segment now to concentrate on the 2 New York games everybody wants to hear. So let's go with the Giants. The Giants really need a win this week. They haven't won yet this season. And I think it's a good matchup for them to wake up against. The Eagles' defense has really not looked very good this year. If Eli and all those guys can wake up and get something going here, they should be able to move the ball pretty efficiently against this Eagles' defense. And I think the Giants are going to come away with a win here. But I don't know, something fishy is going to happen in this game. But I think the Giants, if they wake up, they should get a win easily here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the home team too, Joe, the New York Giants. Yes, Eli Manning's having a tough year. The Giants' defense is having a bad year. But I think they could beat Michael Vick and the Eagles' defense. The Eagles' defense is pathetic. And Michael Vick on the offense, you don't know how he's going to be. Always seems to be throwing interceptions or fumbling in the games. So I would definitely go with the Giants.
Could be a lot of turnovers in that one. But the next one, Rob, is your New York Jets. They travel to take on the Atlanta Falcons. This game, I don't know. Atlanta hasn't looked too sharp at times so far this season. They are at home, they should win this game easily. But I like the Jets' defense a lot. It all depends on how many times Geno turns the ball over. He's really got to cut down on the turnovers because you can't turn the ball over in the National Football League. You're not going to win when you do that. But I'm taking Atlanta. I think they're the much better team. They're at home. Should be an easy win.
Unfortunately, Joe, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. The Jets don't have Santonio Holmes or Stephen Hill this week, so Geno Smith really doesn't have any good wide receivers, and the Falcons will just beat them bad. It's a home game in Atlanta, one of the loudest stadiums. The Jets are not winning this.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, Rob. Well, that's our NFL segment. When we come back, this is gonna be the first time we're talking a little bit of NBA, and we get to talk about 2 of my favorite guys, LeBron James and Michael Jordan. So I'm very excited for that segment. It's coming right up, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Watson right, Johnson left. Elway in the end zone and throwing it. It's complete. Winder dives out to the 7-yard line. Vance Johnson's in motion, reverses the motion, and the pitch is to Winder. Winder coming to the right, cuts to the 10-yard line, and the Broncos